Grand Turk is best known for its white sandy beaches, its crystal clear water, and amazing coral reefs, which are a diver's paradise. Hi, y'all. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a cruising good time. Grand Turk Island is a very popular beach destination for a lot of Eastern Caribbean cruises.
And Jeff, when you go to Grand Turk, what would be the number one activity that you think you would do?
You know, it is just a fabulous beach, and it is so easy to get to. Our pier is all a new pier built in 2000s by Carnival Corporation. You literally just walk off the ship. You go through the obligatory duty-free shop, and then you have a choice of two beaches to go to. If you go to the left, you go up to a more popular kind of a happening beach, if you will. And if you go to the right, it goes south, and it's a little more laid back, less crowded beach down there. So both are very good options to go to.
One of the things I've noticed the two is that the North Beach has substantially less rocks. Yeah. However, if you're late getting off the ship and it's super busy, if you go to the right, there's typically easier to find like chase lounges. And we've swam off of both sides.
Yeah, they're both good to swim off of, but you do want to have your water shoes with you for the rocks and the gravel in there. It can be pretty cumbersome going barefoot.
Yes, and although Grand Turk is super famous for diving and for snorkeling, I don't think it's particularly good snorkeling there right at this particular beach on the island. If I wanted to go snorkeling, I'd take one of the shore excursions that takes you on a boat that takes you out for better snorkeling.
Right. But there's quite a bit to do in this little cruise terminal area because they have a swimming pool. It's free to use. The chase lounges that are out on the beach are all free to use. They do charge you if you want to use one of the clamshell covers or if you want to rent some snorkel gear, some stuff like that. But it's real easy to get to. They got the freshwater pool to swim in, and there's quite a few places to eat.
That's true. However, at this beach, the cruise line will not offer any free food or any free drink, but both are available for purchase.
Yeah, and up by the swimming pool on the North Beach, there is the Margaritaville, which happens to be the largest Margaritaville in the Caribbean.
What I love about Margaritaville is that they're going to have great music. They maybe have people dancing. They're going to have activities. So if you like a very, very active scene, Margaritaville is a great place to hang out.
To the south side, there's a restaurant called the Beach Dwell. It's right there on the beach. A lot more chill, a lot more laid back, good food, good burgers, and good beer. But like Becky said, it's not nearly the hopping place that Margaritaville is. I actually kind of prefer the Beach Dwell back there. I'm more of a chill type of guy when I go to the beach. But both are good choices to go to.
What I liked about the Beach Dwell is that we'll offer conch fritters, which is one of my favorite Caribbean foods.
They are very good, yes. I love conch fritters.
Another beach option that we've read that a lot of other people like to do is they like to walk north on the beach. It's a further walk, but they go to Jack's Shack. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty famous on the internet for burgers and some conch food, etc. Probably only slightly overpriced.
There's a lot of chat about it on the internet. So if you've been there, please leave us a comment and tell us all about it. Within the main part of the cruise terminal, there's a lot of shopping to do there. There's kind of the usual suspects of Diamond International and all the other cruise port shops, I guess. You can tell I'm not much of a shopper. But there's also this neat, the Splashdown Grand Turk, which is the exhibit for John Glenn's splashing down just right offshore there.
Yeah, he splashed down in 1962. There's a bunch of life-size exhibits. It is definitely worth stopping by and checking out. Yeah. It's just toward the back of the cruise port.
The port of Grand Turk has berths for two different cruise ships on a single pier they have there. And so those cruise ships won't necessarily be there at the same time. Some will be there for a half day in the morning. Some will be there in half day in the afternoon.
So an important thing to consider is that when a ship is leaving or arriving, they will shut down the beach. We recommend that you look ahead to see what times ships are arriving and departing so that you aren't stuck on the beach wishing you're in the water for an hour or more.
We'll put a link to a website I use a lot called cruisemapper.com down in the comments below. They have a lot of schedules for a lot of the cruise ships and all the different ports worldwide. But if you can't get in the water, there is Margaritaville and some other stuff like that to go hang out with. So you have plenty to do if the beach is closed.
If people are looking for a more secluded beach and possibly a slightly better beach, Governor's Beach is a great option. You will need to have transportation there. There are taxis available, and the currency at the port is US dollars. So if you would like more active water activity, the diving is just amazing. Highly recommend you go on a shore excursion. You can possibly a 2-tank drive, whether it be from the ship or you do it privately.
The Grand Turk wall is a heck of a wall dive. If you're a diver, I do encourage you to give it a try.
If you're not a diver, there is some excellent snorkeling available.
Yeah, the shore excursions offer some catamaran / snorkel type trips or just straight up snorkel trips. So you can choose what you want to do. Go out there and do some snorkeling.
If you don't feel like getting in the water, there are many other shore excursions that your cruise line will offer.
Yeah, there's some ATVs. There's other things to do. One of the more popular one looks like to be rent a golf cart and just kind of drive around the island and kind of check out some of the sceneries there.
Yes, and there are several things that the tourist board recommends. The most popular activities people do are to go to the Turks and Caicos National Museum. There's a $5 entrance fee. It has quite a bit of shipwrecks, including the one that's the oldest excavated Caribbean shipwreck. It also has quite a bit with the Splashdown.
Another thing to do is there's a real famous lighthouse on the island. So if you're into lighthouses, it's something to go check out. It's been around since 1852, and I don't think it got an electric light until the early 70s, which is pretty unique.
Yeah, and it has a $5 entrance fee. Another thing people do is go to Her Majesty's prison, which is over 100 years old.
And then, of course, there's a whole local foodie scene. I love local foodie scenes, so there's plenty of restaurants to choose from that are outside the cruise terminal that you can go check out and get some local cuisine.
If you're in Grand Turk between January and April, another great activity is to go see Humpback whales.
Yep, they'll winter right there off the coast of Grand Turk. It's great viewing, a very popular thing to do.
Thank you so very much for watching.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, leave a comment. All those really help the algorithm find us, and we really appreciate your help.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.